If you struggle with sleep, especially waking in the middle of the night, you've probably tried all of the usual things like magnesium, melatonin, herbal sleep formulas, and for some people, none of them really work. And that is because of cortisol. Phosphatidylserine is a supplement that often comes up for sleep, but it's one of the most misunderstood supplements I see. For the right person, it can dramatically improve your sleep quality. And for the wrong person, it can actually make you feel worse. Today I'll walk you through what phosphatidylserine actually does, the 5 key ways it can help, not just with sleep, but also with brain health, and just as importantly, who should not be taking it. Because this is not a general sleep supplement. So first, what is phosphatidylserine, or PS as it's commonly known? It's a phospholipid. It's a structural fat that makes up part of your cell membranes, especially in the brain. Think of it as your cortisol dimmer switch. And it plays a key role in how the brain cells communicate, how the nervous system responds to stress, and how cortisol is regulated. And that cortisol connection is where sleep comes in. Benefit number 1, it reduces elevated nighttime cortisol, and this is the primary reason phosphatidylserine helps with sleep. Many people who wake between 2 and 4 a.m., they don't have a melatonin problem, they have a cortisol problem. And PS helps to blunt that excessive cortisol response. This pattern is especially common in chronic stress, burnout, overtraining, and especially anyone feeling tired but wired. If cortisol is driving your sleep issues, PS can be very effective. Benefit number 2 is it improves your sleep depth, and it's not just about sedation. Phosphatidylserine doesn't sedate you, it doesn't knock you out, it's not a sleep medication. Instead, it helps the nervous system shift out of that stress-dominant state into that calmer state. So you have fewer nighttime wakings, deeper sleep, and better quality sleep. And people usually say they don't feel drugged after taking it. Benefit number 3, phosphatidylserine has been studied extensively in people under mental and physical stress. It reduces perceived stress, exaggerated cortisol response, and also reduces stress-related fatigue. When the stress response is better regulated during the day, sleep often improves at night. And this is why some people can benefit from taking PS during the day as well, and not just at nighttime, to help with daytime high cortisol. Benefit number 4 is cognitive support, because phosphatidylserine is a key component of the neuronal membrane. It can support memory, focus, mental clarity, and this is most noticeable when people whose cognition worsens under stress or poor sleep. It doesn't act like a stimulant, it supports brain efficiency when under stress. Benefit number 5 is with exercise and overtraining related insomnia. And this is where phosphatidylserine was originally studied. In athletes, PS has been shown to reduce that exercise cortisol response, improve recovery, and if you're training hard or feeling exhausted and you just can't switch the brain off at night, phosphatidylserine can help. And this is not just for athletes, but anyone in that tired but wired feeling. So who should avoid phosphatidylserine? And this is where phosphatidylserine is often misunderstood. PS works best when high cortisol is part of the sleep problem, especially elevated cortisol at night. If cortisol is already low, or if your main symptoms are low energy, low motivation, feeling flat or depleted, low blood pressure, dizziness, then phosphatidylserine may actually make you feel worse. It's like throwing water on a dying fire. It's going to put it out quickly. That's why I don't see PS as a general sleep supplement for everybody. It's a targeted tool for a specific stress pattern. And clinically, the best way to check this is looking at your cortisol levels. Not just with a blood test, which is just the cortisol at one snapshot in the morning. And it's one of the reasons why I use the Dutch hormone test, because that tracks cortisol levels throughout the day. And especially at nighttime, you can see if you have high cortisol if you wake up in the middle of the night. And that information can help work out the best treatment plan for you and whether PS will be helpful. So most people benefit from taking phosphatidylserine at nighttime. Other people will benefit taking some in the morning and some in the evening. Always start low. And if you want to find out more about the Dutch hormone test and whether your issues are high cortisol or low cortisol and the best way to treat, I've left a link in the description to the Dutch hormone test. This test also measures the sex hormones in detail. And if you want to find out more about the Dutch test, you can also watch this video next.